I've been looking at myself subjectively for many, many years. I had an exhibition in 2007 called Be Here Now, Present, Be Here Now. And that was kind of really learning subjectively, learning through myself. And of course, if something is subjective and then you're learning from it, it becomes objective. And so really that whole process has brought me to the awareness, like, you know, to the really undeniable awareness that life is art, life is creation, you know. So it's like all is mine, where we are in the world, where am I right now? And I'm creating through my identity, as in all of my dreams and desires and beliefs are somewhat or are tied into my sense of self, my identity, my sense of self, my self-worth, my identity, my beliefs, and my capabilities, and then my actual, you know, abilities, what I am good at, what I am able to do. So there's all this stuff that's kind of around us, but a lot of it is actually mental and emotional. And so for me to dismantle some of that, those perceptions I had about myself that were very unconscious, but that were holding me back, and kind of fine tuning what is it I actually really care about, what is it is really important to me, what is it I really want, what is it I want to do in this lifetime, what do I what do I really feel would be enjoyable for me, would be true to me, would be living my dream life. Why not? Why would I just, you know, how could I anyway, if I have identified that I'm doing these things by default? I eventually had to get to the point where I said, okay, well, enough of kind of uncovering all of this, you know, personal trauma or societal trauma, the collective trauma within our societies or within our towns or whatever. It's really, really time to take charge of my mind, my thoughts, my emotions, my being, and not just kind of plod along with this conditioning and programming that I know I have and I know doesn't serve me. And it wasn't good enough to recognize that it was as it was. It was really important for me to recognize that I had to replace it. I had to redefine, re-identify, you know, almost propose myself as not just me, the product of the world I've lived in or the experiences I had. It was like now I could define what I could take from that, what I've learned from that, and I can use that to strengthen who I am and who I will be and who I am. I think is the most important thing, actually saying that. It's like, because it is moment to moment, but I think what helps us become comfortable in that moment to moment is allowing ourselves to expand to prospects, to possibilities, in the sense of being able to be to feel comfortable enough or confident enough to be able to say, well, what is it I really, really want? Because I think a lot of the time we're afraid to dream. There can be this tendency that we don't want to set ourselves up for a fall, that we don't want to disappoint ourselves, that we don't want to give ourselves false hope. And those protections that we put in place to help us to deal with, I suppose, maybe disappointment and grief and all kinds of other emotions, again, were really useful once upon a time because they helped us at that time. But when we start replaying them, when they become patterns in our lives and we start replaying them, they actually work against us, you know? Because if our thoughts create our feelings, and our feelings create the energy, the vibration, and that vibration has a resonance, it has a current, you know, an electromagnetic force, and there's a synchrony of these forces, of these energies, then it's really important to kind of take charge of that, to take charge of what you're putting out rather than just kind of, you know, replaying it mindlessly, you know, replaying. It was just written actually just after Christmas on the 29th of the 12th. And it says, I would like to see my life, feel the energy of its harmony, the possibilities, dreams realized, the feeling, where am I at, what's the vibrational habitat, am I aware, am I allowing, am I creating? Recognizing my most important ability to create the energy I'm in, the energy I operate from, the space within and without that I am tuned into, vibrational frequency. And from there, next best step.